Hey folks, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today I'm going to talk about phrasing tricks in the style of Miles Davis. And it's going to be a full series with different types of tricks. Easy to understand. It's not really a technical thing because we know Miles Davis wasn't really a so technical player, and he always said that he cannot play fast. That's why he did this really signature type of phrasing, and I really love that kind of phrasing which he did. So if you're into jazz guitar phrasing, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button, because I'm going to talk a lot about stuff like this in the future. And today we're going to start with the topic. There are different concepts, and today's concept is play and rest. I'm going to show what I mean. Play and rest is basically play, rest. Rest. And now play, rest, and rest. Now play, play. Yeah, that's basically is the intervals between play and rest. That is what makes the whole thing really consistent, and it's also important if you do the play-rest concept that you always keep track what you play before, because it's like a storytelling. You tell a story like, I don't know, as an example, I woke up this morning, then you rest. And then you cannot talk about something totally else, you have to continue the story, then what happened that morning, you know what I mean. So that's basically the concept which we're talking about here. So let's get started. The track I'm using here is a 2/5 vamp in G minor 7. Here, 3rd fret, middle finger on the 3rd fret, A string damped, ring finger on the 3rd fret over 3 strings to C9. 3rd fret, 2nd fret. And the vamp is saying one bar G minor 7, the other bar C7. Now, the concept of play and rest is as simple as the name is. You play, then you rest. And it's not really hard to understand, and we're just doing a few exercises. The easiest one is to play rest is play 1 bar, rest 1 bar, play 1 bar, rest 1 bar. That we, as an example, 1, 2, 3, 4. As an example, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And there is other. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What you heard now, I made a variations. I played this is something in 6th note. We are playing the G minor pentatonics here, or the G minor blues scale. This will be this one here. We don't make it too complex. Here we could also add more concepts by playing the modes, but this is going to be topic of another tutorial. Today is just plain rest. So 1. So this was a little figure, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. A very common syncope, 1 and 2 and. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. And what it was very signature like for Miles Davis, like the long notes which he hold it. So if you don't play and hold it till the end of the bar, you know what I mean? Or even hold it longer than the end of the so 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That also goes on the play and rest. If you make those long notes and keep them sounding, a lot of players think they just play finished. But the long notes and really time where you want to stop, that is what make the really, as I've already said, the style of Miles Davis, controlling time and space. That's what it's about. Control time, where you play 1 bar, rest 1 bar, and then keep the notes long and wait till it continues. And then when it comes again to the playing phase, and then instead of playing this was in 8 notes, was in 8 notes, but now we keep again long notes. Or you can even stay here and just sit on this note. 1, 2, 3, or keep that one long. Let's see, just with these little phrasing tricks, how this whole thing sounds. One, two, three, four. Hold it. Now. See how this works. Also, a very good trick is play rest doesn't mean that you have to start on the 1. In this case, I made a variation by starting the second lick, the second phrase, the variation of it. There's a ghost. I need to fix this. Dr. Pink has a little bit of cough. We hope it's not corona. Yeah. Start the thing instead of 1 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So see, and then the thing moves 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this one doesn't come on 1, 2 ends or 3 ends. Just moving the thing by one bar, one beat, changes the vibe of it totally. Miles Davis was really master of this. The stuff is technically very simple to play, but controlling time and space is another discipline. You need to work on it, you need to count, you need to feel how it works. So let's do it once again, then we make more variations. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. What did I? Oh, it doesn't stop. This thing here. What did I do now? With the third phrase, I started on one end instead of 1. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And then also did the second one on one end. I know this it sounds simple, but to really feel it, that's the way you're going to do it. And if you really want to then highlight the whole thing, then maybe this is like a smoothness, coolness, building it up, and then we go into more. Make a little highlight. Let's do that. Now let me start the track again from 0. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 3, 4. It's also good that you just don't play at all. Now I pull it more. There was a message over my PC of my schedule software. I need to bring my car to the garage. Yeah. So then I went it up in the higher position and played the whole thing again, but with more variations, more working around the timing. That was really a basic play rest concept. You can also do the same thing with play 1 bar, rest 2 bars. That's a little bit harder. We try the same thing with play 1 bar, rest 2, and then play again. So it repeats itself after a while, but it mixes it up. And they really have to pay close attention that you don't fall out of the routine. So play 1 bar, rest 2. We start now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest 1 more. 1, 2, 3. And did you see how we played the same thing all over again with this method, and the whole thing sounded totally different. Even if we play the same notes, the same licks, it's just no problem. Just you can also make this with play 2, rest 3, play 1, rest 3. That's not so interesting. It's more interesting when the accent moves, like if it gives 3 or 5. If you have if the sum of the play resting concept gives 1, like 3 or 5 or 7, that makes it more interesting. But I would keep it basic. First do the one with 1 bar, play 1 bar, rest 1 bar, or play 1 bar, rest 2. Yeah, folks, that was a really basic concept of play rest. As heard, I really recommend the old Miles Davis recordings to check this stuff out. As I already said in the beginning, he considered himself never the great virtuoso trumpet player. There were other guys who were way faster, but he had total control over time and space. And the longer his career went on, the more sophisticated he got, and the more he really pulled it into extremes. So, but we start this really basic concept, play rest, and it really works out cool. And it's technically not really difficult. You can be really relaxed here on the guitar. You don't have to play complex stuff, but you really have to work on that you feel the form and how the bars proceed and which chord is there, where are the beats, learn to count, learn where the beat 1 is, where 2, where 3. There's going to be more improvisation concepts on jazz in the very near future, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. And we're going to make it then more harder, but this was really to start somewhere. Yeah, we don't want to make music hard, we want to have it easy. Me and Dr. Pink. Yeah, one more to say. You can download the tabs and backing track for this tutorial in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Join there, it's a really cool place to go. We're building up a community. We are all guitar lovers, we love what we do, we are all crazy. Not me, only me and Dr. Pink. And yeah, follow me on Spotify, follow me on Instagram. Well, what else? I have a TikTok account new. Check it out. There's more stuff there, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, that's more or less what I wanted to say. Dr. Pink, and you? Dr. Pink said, I can play fast, but I don't want to play fast. That's the trick behind the whole thing. Being cool and smooth is that you show somehow you could play faster, but you don't need to. And that's the whole concept of coolness, and have a cool vibe in jazz. Play soft and then long, play nothing. That's the concept of play and rest. On the easy way, also on the sophisticated way. Yeah, that's all. Being Dr. Pink or signing off.